Go ahead and get off in here, you dig? You know what I mean? Y'all make sure to go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe and all of that. You know what I mean? Smoke royalty. We is smoking with y'all, man. We is here. And we got YouTube taking battle raps off of the web, you dig? Without any further ado, y'all make sure to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe this motherfucker. You hear me? So, MBS puts out a, you know how they be putting out the little quotes and shit, you know what I mean? MBS puts out the little quotes and shit, and they're like, you know what I mean? YouTube is taking down battles, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna be real with y'all, that is just totally not true, you know what I mean? It's the furthest from the truth, you know what I mean? Now, I do believe that there are battles that have been taken down due to community guidelines, right? However, however, it's all in the way that you categorize your video. You know what I mean? You can have nudity in these videos, right? You know what I mean? So you go to like the tribal shit, you know what I mean? They're nude, you know what I mean? And that's on YouTube. You can go to artistic stuff, and it has cuss words. It has depictions of different things, right, going on, and it's kept on YouTube because it's either art, educational purposes, so on and so forth, stuff to do with that, right? You know what I mean? And this is quintessential whenever you are putting up a video. And I had to learn this the hard way. You know what I mean? I kept getting strikes. I kept getting community guideline strikes over and over and over again. You hear me? Until I realized what I was doing wrong. You did what I'm saying? You have to categorize your videos the correct way. You did what I'm saying? You have to. If it has any type of cuss words in it, if it has any type of how can you say, nudity, if it has any type of like smoking, explicit content, you have to categorize the correct way. If you don't, you will get a community guideline strike. Do you hear me? There's videos on my YouTube right now that I'm breaking down weed. I'm rolling the weed up. I'm smoking the ganja. You know what I mean? And they are fully monetized, 100% green. And that's because I learned how to label these correctly. I learned how to, hey, this is 18 and over. Hey, this is not meant for kids. Hey, this has smoking in it. Hey, this has a bit of cussing in it. So on and so forth. You know what I mean? And that is how can you say, the reason why some of these battle raps could get a community guideline strike. You know what I mean? However, that's not the full reason. You know what I mean? Just because, how can I say this? Just because the monetization is being taken off or the monetization is limited does not mean that it's going away from YouTube. Does not mean that YouTube is putting strikes on it. No. YouTube wants you to label your shit the correct way. If you don't label your shit the correct way, guess what? They're going to pop you with the strike. That's it. That's it. Google right now, I mean, not Google, but National Geographic, they got, you know what I mean, all the Africans with their titties out. You know what I mean? There's channels out there that you know what I mean, show you how to roll weed. You know what I mean? There's channels out there that do illegal drugs. You know what I mean? And they call it entertainment purposes only. These videos are categorized the correct way. You did what I'm saying, and I feel like us as a culture, as a battle rap culture, we need to learn these categories. You know what I mean? We need to learn these different categories, because if we don't, you know what I mean, you're gonna have people saying that, hey, this goes against community guideline. You know what I mean? But as long as it's labeled correctly, you can't get a community guideline strike. And for the people putting out this false information about, you mean, battles being taken off of YouTube because of community guideline strike, that's false. That's a falsehood statement. That is super false. You did what I'm saying? We just had a battle rap event fully monetized. You did what I'm saying? We just had Danny Lux versus Truly Lace. That right there is fully monetized. There's nothing, there's no yellow, there's no red, it's only green. Do you hear me? Only green. That means full monetization. You feel me? Can they stop me from telling jokes? I hope not. You know, listen, Chris Whitfield, they not gonna stop you from doing anything, my brother. You've been on this motherfucker longer than you've been on this motherfucker longer than fucking YouTube, my nigga. But nah, they I watched the organic interview with Caps, and he's absolutely right. You know what I mean? Monetization can be taken away from the video. You know what I mean? But it does not go against any terms, TOS for YouTube. It does not go against any community guidelines for YouTube. You did what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be real. With it taking more of the monetization away from these videos, with it taking, or with it giving more of the limited monetization for these videos, it does make it a lot harder for these battle rap leagues to make money. Listen, 1,000 views can get you anywhere from $8 to $15. That's all you're gonna make off of 1,000 views. Your CPM is per 1,000 views, and your CPM is gonna be anywhere, if you're good, you know what I mean? If people watch you and shit like this, it's gonna be anywhere between, I would say, $6 and $27. It don't get no more than that. It don't. You know what I mean? So even if a battle rapper, let's say a battle rapper wants $500, there's no way that I'm going to get $500 off of a mid-tier battle rap. You know what I mean? There's no way I'm gonna get that money back, recoup that money back, even if it's fully monetized. So imagine if I have limited to no monetization. I'm definitely not recouping from you niggas. You know what I mean? And that's where I can see the issue becoming. You know what I mean? If people want a YouTube drop, battle rappers may have to start paying these platforms to drop it on YouTube, because I don't see how they would be able to make a profit off of some of these battle rappers. Some of these mid-tier battle rappers, they only get 100,000 views per battle. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. You know what I mean? That's not a lot. 8 times what? 8 times 100. You did what I'm saying. You still got all of this. What they say? Not 8 times 100. 8 times 10. My bad. But for 1 million views, right? This is just base average for 1 million views. You know what I mean? $3,000 to $5,000. Where are you booking an event with? Let's just say the event has all mid tiers. Where are you booking an event that costs $3,000 to $5,000? You're not recouping none of that. You finna lose all of that money. That's a fact. That's the only place where I can see that it'll become a problem. But YouTube drops will always be YouTube drops. The only thing is the money behind the drop. You did what I'm saying? The money that you will make per 1,000 views is going to drop even more. Especially if your videos aren't labeled correctly. You know what I mean? And plus, when your videos are labeled correctly, when you put the 18 plus on it, when you put the not for kids on it, when you put this is battle rap and shit like that, it takes you out of that algorithm. You hear me? Blunt salute, C double salutes, Kelly G salute, Chris salute, Frog salute, Twin salute, BA salute. You know what I mean? But what it's not, they're not taking battles off of YouTube. The only people taking battles off of YouTube is the URL. That's it. That's it. That's it. The only people taking shit off of YouTube is URL because they want y'all to buy that app. I thought I heard this nigga Good say something about oh yeah, so niggas is gonna have to go to URL. I feel like the URL put this out. I feel listen. I feel like the URL put out this narrative. You know what I mean? That oh yeah, they taking the YouTube shit down. You know what I mean? They taking down battles from YouTube. You know what I mean? Just so they can have more people go to, you mean? That would be fire. I mean, it wouldn't be fire, but that sounds kind of logical. You mean? Because I heard a URL representative by the name of Goods this morning talking about, oh yeah, the URL is looking smart now. You know what I mean? Because he didn't do his research, because he is very new to YouTube. He don't know, you know what I mean, that art cannot be taken down. You feel me? Art cannot be taken down from YouTube. You feel me? Especially if it's categorized the correct way. You know what I mean? Shout out to Zoe SB with the 199. Said smoke. You feel me? It's electric around this motherfucker. Smoke, Blue, and BA judging was on point. Appreciate it. You know what I mean? Make every battle an episode, and the season should already be an hour anyway. You can do that too. Social Smokers was fire. I appreciate it, my brother. You can do that too. You know what I mean? But that will be a lot more. You know what I mean? That will be a lot more production costs. If you think about it right now, you know what I mean? Production for a battle rap is what, 2,500. If you get ruin your day, that's gonna be $5,000 to $10,000, my nigga. To shoot an event, and then you talk about chopping that down into episodes, nigga, you gonna be paying money. you gonna be paying $10,000 per battle, my nigga. I ain't gonna say per battle, but per event, and that's just on production. You know what I mean? So I do like the Tubi idea. I do like making episodes out of this shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bill Collector, because Bill Collector was the first one to make episodes out of a battle. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bill. You know what I mean? But I do feel like this. You know what I mean? Maybe there was something that Good said that I do believe in wholeheartedly. For you battle leagues, you niggas desperately need, how can I say this? You niggas desperately need a website. You niggas got to start moving like businesses. You know what I mean? You niggas is out here just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? When I was with the Word Sport, you feel me? It's a virtual battle rap league. You did. I wanted to create a website just for our battles to go on, so we can host live events. You know what I mean? So people can go back and watch. You know what I mean? And watch live events or the video on demand. All of that. You know what I mean? It just makes sense to get into the World Wide Web of things. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be left behind in this motherfucker. Straight up, you don't want to be left behind in this motherfucker. And in the digital age today, you know what I mean? By 1 year, technology increases 20 years. Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand what that means? By 1 year, technology increases or progresses by 20 years. I don't think you understand. It is imperative that you are down with the digital age if you are a business. You dig what I'm saying? You need the websites. You need the podcasts. You feel me? You need the the live streams. You did what I'm saying, so on and so forth. Especially if you are running a business, you need the digital marketing, the whole. You need the whole digital marketing aspect. You feel me? It is what it is. Definitely needs to be on Tubi, Prime, Hulu, or Netflix. Yeah, but if it's popping on the streaming app, you will eventually get your money back. Yeah, yeah, you gotta find somebody to invest that type of money into a small battle league. You know what I mean? There's not too many leagues out there that's gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean? Of course, you got Battle Academy who's doing it right now. You know what I mean? They a whole reality show. Y'all make sure to go watch Who Want Wreck on Tubi. You feel me? That shit is fire. You know what I mean? Maybe possibly the URL, possibly RBE. You did what I'm saying? Maybe even somebody like the Riot. You feel me? So on and so forth. But I don't think there's going to be too many leagues that will be able to afford a production value of that. You know what I mean? Especially for it to be the standard, the movie standard. You know what I mean? Because it has to be a certain type of standard in order for it to go on Netflix, in order for it to go on Hulu, in order for it to go on these different streaming sites. It has to be at a certain standard. You know what I mean? Frame rate has to be at a certain standard. Clarity has to be at a certain standard, so on and so forth. So you gotta kick it into high gear. You feel me? You gotta kick it into high gear just for the production side of it to maybe get accepted by Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime type shit. You feel me? Even if I know Prime will not take battle rap because of the Amazon Prime doesn't deal in art whenever it comes to movies and shit like that. You feel me? I tried to get my battles on Amazon Prime. You know what I mean? It seemed like it was gonna work, but then it got rejected because of the type of content that it was. You feel me? So it's all learning curves. It's all learning speeds and shit like this. You know what I mean? I do like the Tubi idea. However, I'm here to tell y'all, YouTube ain't going nowhere. Battles on YouTube is never going to go nowhere. You know what I mean? YouTube taking down battles will never happen. You feel me? Because battles are protected by an art clause that YouTube definitely adopts. You feel me? It is what it is. Why they don't link with Tubi? Shit, I don't know. I'm waiting for the Canon R5 Mark II to drop. Shit, that motherfucker dropped. I think that motherfucker dropped. I seen somebody unboxing it yesterday. You know what I mean? Shit, or it wasn't the Canon. It wasn't the Canon. My bad. It was not the Canon. It was the Sony. The Sony A7 IV dropped yesterday. You know what I mean? Yeah, that motherfucker clean too. Sony A7 IV dropped. That motherfucker clean too. I got a Sony A7 IV. You know what I mean? And that motherfucker's super clean too. Even with the kit lens that it come with, the motherfucker super clean. You know what? I'll do a blog on that shit later on today. I'll do my prediction blog. My Gnome 14 prediction blog on that motherfucker. So I'll show y'all how it is. And I only do that shit in 720 or 1080p. I don't even go up to the full 8K because files just be super large for no reason. You know what I mean? A75 dropped on the 21st. A75, yeah, that 875 motherfucker dropped. You know what I mean? A75, but that's not a here nor there. I could talk all day about these motherfucking cameras and shit like this. You know what I mean? I love these cameras. Queen Mo, salute. You feel me? Troy Mitchell is a greedy cameraman that wants fans to pay $96 a year just to watch trailers and previews of battles. Listen, that is the truth too. Listen, URL, y'all gotta update that app. It's been almost 3 weeks. Ain't nothing dropped yet. It's been 3 weeks and we still got the same battles on this motherfucker. You dig? I'm tired of watching the same battle. Drop something, nigga. If you can't drop something, then motherfucking, I don't know, drop a We Go Hard battle on there. I don't know. Y'all niggas need to do something. It's been 3 weeks, my niggas. We need new battles. You know what I mean? You can't go 3 weeks without uploading some shit. That's crazy. You feel me? That's wild. That's wild. You did, and that's hold on, man. That's just is what it is, man. It was what it was. You feel me? But as far as community guidelines on YouTube, a lot of people don't read. You know what I mean? And that's how a lot of people get fucked up. You feel me? Like for me, I've went through my share of lumps, so to speak. You know what I mean? And I was able to get out of whatever it was that I was doing to gain community guideline strikes. You did what I'm saying? As far as just waiting 30 seconds to cuss. You feel me? And I'm really not a big cusser anyways, you feel me? So just doing that extra little bit to wait to cuss, waiting 5 to 7 minutes to you know what I mean, to go crazy on certain situations, you feel me? To talk crazy, to use those, you know what I mean, those hard F words and shit like this, you know what I mean? To even rolling up on camera and smoking, you feel me? You're not supposed to be doing any illegal drugs on camera, period, you feel me? It goes against YouTube's community guidelines, but there's a period in which that you can use. It's kind of like a loophole. You feel me? That after a certain amount of duration of time, I don't want to say anything goes, but you know what I mean. You can do basically what you want to do, type shit. You feel me? URLs on some BS. That's not right. That's why I always have a countdown and a disclaimer at the beginning. Facts. Facts. Me too. You know what I mean? Smoke, I didn't know a lot of that. This is important information you dropping. Salute. You know what I mean? Salute. That's why, like C Double says, you know what I mean? I play my music. I play my music before my live. You know what I mean? I may even. This is what I do. I wait 30 seconds before I start playing the music, and then I play the music so that way once I go live is how the fuck is y'all doing this in this motherfucker? You feel me? You know what I mean? Even in this video, I waited, you know what I mean, 30 seconds to start, you know what I mean, talking how I want to talk. You feel me? Because of that YouTube sort of buffer almost, you know what I mean? They give you this little bit of a grace. You know what? If it ain't directly in the beginning of the video, we really ain't worried too much about it. As long as it ain't fucking with people, it ain't, you know what I mean? As long as it ain't bullying, harassment, as long as it ain't something detrimental to a person. You know what I mean? After that, nigga, I can do what I want on this motherfucker, for real, for real. You know what I mean? And listen, maybe I'll put out a screenshot, you know what I mean, of all the greens that I got, you know what I mean? And I'll put out a screenshot of all of the yellows that I got, you feel me? Even the reds, you know what I mean? I'll do that too. And you'll be able to tell by the description of the video that maybe I was talking a little crazy in the yellows. Maybe I was talking real super crazy in the reds. You feel me? But more often than not, as long as you categorize your videos the correct way, and I'm gonna keep preaching that. As long as you categorize your videos in the correct way, then you have nothing. You have nothing to worry about. You mean categorize your videos the correct way, and don't do no bullying and harassment, and you good. You know what I mean? There's ways to get around the bullying and harassment too. You know what I mean? You ain't even gotta say people's names, and if you fucked around and said somebody's name, you know what I mean? Allegedly. You know what I mean? There's ways around this shit. Niggas just gotta read their community guidelines, you feel me? And let's see. Yeah, these YouTube guidelines would get smaller channels before they get to the larger ones. Is revenue based. That's a fact. Smoke knows how they do. Facts. You feel me? Yeah. They moved it up to 7 minutes now. After that, you good. That's what I'm saying. After the 7 minutes, go crazy. You know what I mean? Go crazy. You can light you a blunt after that. You know what I mean? On camera like this. You know what I mean? And it's still gonna give you the full monetization. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted to tell y'all today. You know what I mean? Make sure that y'all categorizing y'all videos the correct way. Make sure that y'all following the duration guidelines. You know what I mean? Look through this motherfucker. Cause I know it tells you, you know what I mean, the first 7 minutes should be free, you know what I mean, and so on and so forth. I know it tells you that in there. I know it tells you that because I read it. And guess what? They change these guidelines almost every couple months, so you got to stay on top of it. You know what? You might as if you are a content creator, there is no reason why you are not following the YouTube channel. If you let me say that one more time. If you are a content creator on YouTube, there should be no reason why you are not following the YouTube channel because the YouTube channel puts out updates. Do you hear me? Video updates where they break this shit down to niggas. They break this shit down to you. You know what I mean? It's up to you if you want to receive it and learn the knowledge or not. You feel me? Categorize correctly and stay safe for the first 7 minutes. There you go, Elk Bump. That's them is the two things right there. You know what I mean? And 7 minutes is two songs. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? If you can't have enough discipline to stay good for two songs, you know what I mean, and categorize correctly, then look, man, you gonna constantly be getting hit. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It was what it was. You might want to go to Kick or Rumble or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But I'm up out of here, man. Listen, man, I just wanted to tell y'all that today, man. Y'all make sure to have an extremely blessed day today, man. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that good shit. You dig? I'll let the hell out of y'all, man. King. Oh, salute for those that deserve it. That too. You know what I mean? King.